Hello, hello, and happy Monday night stamping, everyone. How are you today? Let me just pull up my notes here. All right. Oh my gosh. I hope all of you are staying warm. I know it is just an Arctic freeze across our country right now. It is supposed to warm up next week, but I hope everyone is staying warm. So it is Monday night stamping, and I want to let you know tonight is going to be a little different. Actually, several Monday nights are going to be a little different. So I want to start a series. I got to thinking, uh, what is, the new year's coming up, 2026, and I've really been working on my scrapbooking and everything, and I thought, if I were to no longer be here, what is the one thing that I really need to make sure I have completed before, I'm gone. I can no longer do it. And that is getting my family photos in order. So we are going to start a series called From Boxes to Books. And it's not really a how-to video. I'm not going to sit here and teach you how to put it in bins and label it and all that stuff, because there are tons of videos out there about that. These videos are going to be a little different. Okay. We are not so much organizing our photos as we are putting them together so that the story is continued, is passed on, so that our descendants will know who they came from, really. Who was their great grandmother, who was my grandmother, who was my mother's mother. It's like, who were these people? And even if all we have is a photograph of them, at least we have that much. I think it is so fun to go through the old pictures and go, oh my gosh, I kind of look like her. Hello, there we go. We've got Linda and Luana and Smiley53. How are you all tonight? So we are going to work with our photos. And what I want to ask you all is, how many of you have boxes and envelopes and drawers and bins full of photos that your parents have passed down to you? They are your childhood photos, the photos of the people who have gone before us. They're just so much stuff there. And it's not that you don't care. You do care. It's just you're a little overwhelmed. The problem is you do care. You want to make sure you get it right. And let me calm your nerves. There is no such thing as getting it right. As long as we do our best, just like those before us did their best, that's all that we can do. And I thought this would be a great series. It's like an accountability for me to get my family photos in order. And then maybe I will spark some of you all to get some of your family photos done. So if you are one of those who has boxes and boxes of photos, let me know in the comments, because we're going to do this together. Okay. We're going to do this together. All right. I'm not going to rush you. We're going to do a lot of things, but one thing we're not going to do, I'm not going to rush you. I'm not going to overwhelm you. I'm not going to tell you this is the right way to do it. What I am going to do is I'm going to walk through it with you. Okay. I'm going to do it slowly and honestly and realistically. Okay. Realistically. Yeah. Anyways, and you also won't need any supplies. You won't need any special supplies. You don't need big blocks of time. And you don't need to know all the answers. All right. So all your goal for tonight is just to open the box. Okay. Even that can be a little daunting, right? It's like those boxes have been just kind of staring at you for years, and you're like, oh, I really need to get to them. Oh, not today. Because you think it's just this huge project that you'll never be able to finish. And so I don't want that to happen to you guys. I want us to very slowly, very systematically, and very realistically just open the box and just begin with a little bit. Okay. Okay. All right. Looking at my notes here. Sorry. Another reason why it's hard for us to do this is because these photos are just not photos of people. These photos are our family. They are those who we miss. They are the stories that need to be told. And just that carries a very heavy weight. And so this is a big deal. Okay. And if you're thinking, I should have done this sooner, I don't know where to begin, relax. You're not alone. We're going to do this together. Okay. All right. I wanted to show you all a box, or my boxes. So what I did was the first step you do to do this project, which will take you a long time. I'm not even going to say months, could take years, may take just a few months. It just depends on how much time you have, how, focused you are with it. If you only have a little bit a week, then just do a little bit a week. That's all you can do. But you need to have it all in one place. And you say, well, I don't have any room in my house. Well, let's make a corner, because it doesn't have to be pretty. Anyways, I want to show you all this picture. So if I can do this, it's there we go. And tell me if you see this. Okay. Can y'all see that? Oh, I don't even know. Anyways, that's my dining room table. There is a box on the right full of just stuff, frames and loose papers and things. Then there's a bin of photo albums. There's more photo albums in the front. There's a bag of photos in the front. And over to the left, there's a box of photos. And I just don't want to leave it this way for my great nieces and nephews. I don't have any of my own children, but I have nieces and nephews, and I have great nieces and nephews, and these photos belong to them eventually. And I want them to know what these pictures are. So that is what we're doing. All right, let me stop sharing that. Stop sharing. I think that's right. So let me know. Did you see the picture? Oh, good. Okay. Loretta said she saw the picture. All right. So hopefully yours isn't as bad as mine. But like I said, let's just find a place. Open a cardboard card table, put it in the corner of a room, and just put it all over there. Don't worry about any order or anything. Just get it in one spot. Okay. Now, like I said, I use my dining room table. I won't be using it again for a long time. We had our Christmas dinner, and we probably won't use that table again until Christmas again. We might use it at Easter, but usually we go over my daughters for Easter. So, okay, let's get this thing started. All right, let's get started. Let me get back to my notes so I don't forget anything. Okay, are y'all feeling overwhelmed? Okay, is this an emotional thing? Y'all put a heart in the comments if this is an emotional thing. It's an emotional thing, I'm telling you. All right. We're not going to do any scrapbooking tonight. We're not choosing the albums. We're not worrying about dates or names. We're not organizing anything tonight. Okay. Tonight, we are only facing the box. Okay. Or the boxes in my case. All right. Now, once you've got all your boxes together. Oh, and I'm going to give you like a little checklist, and there'll be a link to it in the description. But the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to open the first box, just one box. Okay. Don't even worry about the other boxes. Don't worry which box you open, and just take out a handful of photos. Okay. Just a handful. Mine aren't in any order. They were just laying there in the box. I have no idea what's in here. Well, actually I do, because I looked at it, but I didn't know what was in there when I opened the box. All right. And that's all we're doing. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is remember that we do not need to have all the answers, okay? We will document what we do know, okay? And that we don't know, maybe we can find out from some distant family or something or whatever. But we don't need to worry about that now. That's in the future, okay? We want to say, do we have photos where we know something, but not everything? Okay, we know something about that photo. For instance, this one right here. Okay, that's a picture of my dad. That's my picture of dad at a microphone. That's my picture of my dad where they lived at their retirement community. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know why he's standing up by that microphone. All I know is that's dad. And actually, that's a very iconic picture of my father. He was a great leader. he was president of many things and volunteered for lots of stuff. So it is a fitting picture of my father. But I don't know everything, but I do know a little bit. And so I'm going to mark down what little bit I know. All right. We're going to have 4 piles. All right. We have 4 piles. We're going to have, turn this over. Sorry. We're going to have, wait a minute. Let's start with my siblings. That's an easy one. And me as a child, that's an easy one. And you just get a piece of paper and write it at the top. I printed it on my printer because, I'm a little OCD, OC something. I just like it to look nice. And my parents, that picture will definitely go on the parents pile. And then one more pile for not sure yet. Okay, not sure yet. So we have these 4 piles. All right, and I need to switch my camera. So let me hold that up. I've got to turn the camera on. Just a sec. Okay, and turn the camera on. There we go. In here. Okay, and then switch to the overhead camera. Yay. Oh, and it's backwards. Okay. There we go. All right. So here I have my little stack of photos here, and you really only want about 10 or 15. I just grabbed a little stack that was on top. Here are the papers you want. They're going to have me as a child, my siblings, not sure yet, my parents. Okay. And we have these piles here. Okay. And of course you'll have a bigger desk. That's all the room I have for the camera. Marianne says she still has to print out her Thanksgiving pictures. Oh, goodness. Marianne, do you have boxes and boxes of photos that you need to get to someday also? Yes, it was backwards. I fixed it, Marianne. I know there's a delay. So, all right. Where am I? Back to my notes. Here we go. Okay. Now we're not going to do any dates. We're not going to do any order. No pressure here. All right. No pressure here. Just parents, me as a kid, siblings, not sure yet. These piles are just temporary. Okay. We're just giving breathing room. All right. These are just temporary, just to get us started. Okay. Which pile do you think is going to be the biggest in your stacks? I have a feeling it's going to be probably these 2, either my parents or my siblings, probably my parents. If they're mostly my pictures. I was mostly the photographer, me and my dad growing up. And so, of course, I wouldn't be taking pictures of myself. There are pictures of me as a child, but I don't think they're going to be in the loose pictures very much. There may be a few, but I saw that my dad had put most of my childhood pictures in an album already. Yeah. And if you have albums, don't touch the albums. Those are something for later. We're just talking about pictures that are just sitting in piles. Okay. All right. And you have permission to stop. If it's just too much, if all you can do is just open the box, then that's enough. Okay. But if you have if you've got a little bit more, open the box and just take out a few. Okay. And then take the few and then let's go through here. All right. So this first one I already know is my father. This one, I have no idea who those people are. This is my brother and my mother. Now, if it's just my parents, it goes with my parents. If it's got any of my siblings, it goes with siblings. All right. Oh, here's another one. Have no idea who these people are. I kind of think I do, though. Here's my brother as a baby and my sister as a little girl and my mother all sleeping by my mom. That very interesting picture there. Oh, I remember this picture. This was Mother's Day. So that's my siblings. It's got me in there also, but it's not me as a child. All right, here we go. Not sure who that is. All right. That looks like my dad's mom and dad. Not sure who these people are. I'm going to put that over there. Oh, there's my parents with my brother. My brother lived with my parents forever. So that's their church picture. Oh, here's me and my dad. All right. So I'm going to put that there. Whoops. Yeah. Sibling parents. Now this one has my dad in it, but I have no idea what this picture is. I kind of think it's one of his organizations he belonged to, but because I'm not sure yet, I'm just going to put that there. Do you guys get the idea? Okay. You get the idea? You just briefly sort them. All right. That's all we're doing this week. Nothing else. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm going to have a checklist for you with all this information in the description. And that was going to be your homework for this week. Next week, we will move on. This is called chapter 1 of our book. All right. Chapter 2, we're going to go a little bit deeper. Okay. A little bit further. And we are going to sort without stress, sorting without stress. So I'm going to take you a little further in the sorting process. But next week, if you can just get a handful of pictures sorted, we can move from there. Okay. Marianne says, I have to go back to the year 1900 to the year 2000 in an antique suitcase. It's overwhelming. All right, Marianne, this is perfect for you then. I just want you to take 10 to 15 photos this week only, okay, and sort them into these pictures. If they're all I'm not sure yet, they're all I'm not sure yet. No big deal, okay? I'll teach you what we can do about this pile, okay? But we got to get it into some kind of sorting, and this is called a soft sort. All right, this is our soft sort. Next week, we will sort without stress. Okay, double check, make sure I haven't forgotten anything. I've got a printable for you. You can go back and rewatch the video, of course. And all right, that's it. So for next week, we are going to, let me switch my cameras back to me. There we go. Hey, so next week we will work on some more sorting. All right. I hope you're going to enjoy this series. Like I said, this is something I've been needing to do. And I thought, why not get my friends to do it with me? So we're going to sort through our old pictures together. All right. I hope you all have a good evening. I'll be back Thursday for Fun Fold Thursday. And all right, then.